I have a sign in my office. Actually, I have a number of signs in my office. But one of them says this: the one big yes, in big block letters, Y-E-S, the one big yes requires lots of little no's. If you have a big yes, you want to write the great American novel, you want to get a PhD, you want to start your own business, whatever your one big yes happens to be, you are going to have to say no to a lot of different things. Every hour you spend watching television, every hour you spend doing something that is not related to your one big yes is an hour you cannot spend on that big yes. Every dollar you spend on something unrelated is a dollar you cannot spend on things that really matter. I'm Joe Tye, CEO of Values Coach, and your coach for this course on the 12 Core Action Values. And today we're going to talk about the concentration cornerstone of Core Action Value number 9, focus. Being willing to concentrate on the things that really matter, to concentrate all your resources. And you know, the essence of creativity is the ability to concentrate. And that's a real concern today, because in our society where Twitter only gives you 140 characters, not even words, where email is being replaced by texting with thumbs, where 60 seconds is too long for a TV commercial. We're actually changing the way we focus on our work. It's becoming harder and harder for us to concentrate. And that's a real opportunity for you. If you have the ability, the stamina to concentrate, you are going to stand out in this crowded ADD world. One of the things that is hardest for young people to learn is this: the difference between having fun and being happy. You know, having fun, going out to the party, it's a cliche. The high school football player, the high school cheerleader, for whom high school was the high point of their life because they had a lot of fun. But what did they not do? They did not spend time in the library. They did not spend time working to develop the skills and the concentration that is required to be happy long-term in life. And here's a increasingly evident truth. You cannot multitask. You know, we live in a multitasking society where people want to eat breakfast, put on their makeup, read the newspaper, and talk on the cell phone while they text and drive down the highway. You can't do it. Well, first of all, it's not only dangerous, it's illegal. But psychologists are showing that when you try to multitask, what you end up doing is doing everything in a lower quality way, and you end up tripping over your own feet and getting less done. The ability to concentrate on one thing until it is done, that is the essence of creativity. It's the essence of productivity. And here are a couple of suggestions for you to do that. One is simply get your calendar out, get out your pen, find a block of time and put an X through it, and no email, no telephone calls, no meetings. For that time, you are going to work on your one big yes, on your big ticket item, the project at work, getting the book done, getting your application to medical school, or whatever it is. Julia Morgenstern wrote a wonderful book on how to manage your time, how to make the most of your time. And the title of the book is Never Check Email in the Morning. And what she means by that is email is almost by definition a reactive activity. Instead of creatively putting yourself out, you're responding to what other people are sending to you. And it takes you off your stride. If you can make that golden first hour in the morning your most productive time, you'll probably be getting a lot more done because you get your day set off. As Brian Tracy said in his time management book, eat that frog. Eat your frog first thing in the morning. Get done the most important chore, and the rest of your day will go more smoothly. And here's something else that I encourage you to do that'll help you do that. I hope you have a to-do list. I don't know how somebody gets through a day without a to-do list. It can not only can it keep you focused, it can be really motivating. Have you ever done something not on your to-do list and then written it down so you could scratch it off? It's a motivating thing. But also keep a list of what I talked about in the last module, your big ticket items. And every morning when you look at your to-do list for the day, Ask yourself this: what does this particular activity, this to-do, have to do with one of my big ticket items? And if you're like me and almost everybody else, the answer for almost everything on that list will be nothing. They're things that are trivial, they may feel like they're urgent, but they are not long-term important. Go through and with a highlighter and highlight the one or two things that are going to help you get the medical school application, the book written, the business started, and do those first. And the other things, you may still have to do them. You may have to make that phone call, but you make it a 1-minute phone call, not a 5-minute phone call, freeing up 4 minutes to concentrate on one of your big ticket items. I was talking with a friend of mine who knows that I'm an RB-ADD person, really bad attention deficit disorder. By the way, ADD is not a deficit at all, is it? If you know about ADD, you know that it is a surplus. We people with ADD are trying to pay attention to everything all at once. And that's why we get overloaded. That's why our lives can be so unproductive. If you can learn how to concentrate and not pay attention to everything all at once, not try to multitask, but focus on the things that are really important, you're going to have a happier and more successful life. And so this friend and I were talking, and she knows that I have RB-ADD, and we were talking about how do you stay focused. And she said, you know, if you're having a hard time staying focused, stand on one foot. You can't fall asleep if you're standing on one foot. You can't think about too many things at once if you're standing on one foot. Try it. I have a desk, a standing desk that I do my work at sometimes. If I start losing my concentration, what we're talking about in this module, I stand on one foot, and it is remarkable how well that standing on one foot can help you concentrate. Concentration, it is the essence of success. If you're able to do it, you're going to be a lot more successful than if you're going in 100 different directions all at once. Now, something that will help you concentrate is moving more quickly in your desired direction, and that's what we'll talk about in the next module. I'll see you then.